the forgotten shell shock victims, medical mysteries and mental scars. The guns fall silent in your mind for a moment, but your body still flinches. Your hands tremble. Your chest is tight. You hear no explosions, but you're still not at peace. This is shell shock. In 1914, the term didn't exist. There was no name for what happened when a soldier's mind refused to carry on. No understanding of what shattered a man who hadn't been wounded. No language for invisible wounds. By the war's end in 1918, more than 80,000 British soldiers alone had been officially diagnosed with what would come to be known as shell shock. Many more were never counted. They were misunderstood, mislabeled, or quietly sent away. Let us imagine, for a moment, a soldier named Thomas. He has survived the front. His uniform is intact, his eyes are clear, but at night, he wakes screaming. During the day, he cannot speak. He jumps at every sudden sound, his hands twitch, his body jerks. His memories come in fragments when they come at all. At first, doctors believed shell shock was caused by the physical blast of an explosion. The name implies this, that the brain was shaken, dislodged, disturbed, and in some cases, perhaps it was. But soon, men began to appear with symptoms who had never been near an artillery strike. Men who had worked in supply units, clerks, medics, messengers. It became clear this wasn't about proximity. It was about exposure to fear, to trauma, to death, not once or twice, but daily. And so, shell shock was a mystery. And because it was misunderstood, it was also mishandled. Some doctors were sympathetic. They prescribed rest talk, gentle observation. There were hospitals with gardens, books, music places that tried to treat the whole person, not just the symptom, but others saw weakness. They believed the condition was moral, not medical. And so patients were subjected to electric shocks to the legs, icy baths, isolation. Some were accused of cowardice, malingering, desertion. Others were sent to asylums, tucked away where no one would ask too many questions. And perhaps most tragically, some of those suffering shell shock were executed, shot at dawn for abandoning their posts or refusing to return to the front. Their condition wasn't recognized as illness. Their fear was treated as failure. It wouldn't be until years later, decades, even that the psychological toll of combat began to be understood with any real clarity. The term post-traumatic stress disorder wouldn't enter medical language until the late 20th century. But even now, the memory of those early, forgotten sufferers remains. Shell shock didn't just affect soldiers during the war. It followed them home. In quiet villages, men would stand by windows and watch for threats that never came. Some wandered fields, others couldn't return to work. Many never spoke of what they'd seen or what they had felt in those long, silent nights. The scars were deep and silent, and too often left untreated. Yet even here, there were those who tried to help. A few pioneering doctors, like W.H.R. Reversa, neurologist and anthropologist, in understanding and in patience. He treated soldiers like the poet Siegfried Sassoon, encouraging conversation over coercion. He believed that healing came from acknowledgement, not punishment.